Yeah, morning traders. Just to sort of get us up to speed with the start of the Asian session and news to get us sort of abreast here. Fairly light volumes going across the markets. News has been pretty light. There's been a bit of focus on the bill markets in the US. We saw 123 billion of issuance of 13 and 26 bills getting away. The Treasury Department have announced an additional 110 billion of 4 and 8 week bills to be sort of issued throughout this week as well. So something we're watching reasonably closely. Richard Clarida, the ex-vice chair of the Federal Reserve, who now works as an economic advisor at PIMCO, talking about further rate hikes. And China continue to be very much at the spotlight. And we're watching for a strong Hong Kong open today. Obviously the banks there yesterday being asked to take down deposit rates by the government as well, and further stimulus headlines playing across the markets. But what have we seen? Certainly equity markets in the US have been fairly flat. The S&P closed 0.2%. Volatility continues to subside there. Within the market, though, it's quite interesting. 65% of stocks were higher, and it was really the banks that saw the big alpha move there. The financial sector was up 1.3%, but it's the regional banks where we're seeing some big moves playing through. The KRE regional bank ETF was up 5%, really looking quite strong at the moment. The KBW banking index was up 3%, and the Russell, as a result of what we've seen in regional banks, really working quite nicely, up 2.7%. The Nasdaq underperforming again there, so just a bit of light on the tech side. We are left with 7 basis points of hikes for next week's FOMC meeting. We've seen really very little moves in the fixed income market. We've got twos up about 1 basis points and a little bit of buying playing through in 10, so not any kind of major gyrations. FX markets, we've still been Aussie dollar buying, as you would imagine, given what we saw yesterday from the Reserve Bank and their outlook. We saw Aussie dollar trade up to 66.85, just testing that 100-day moving average. And we've got 8 basis points now being priced for the July RBA meeting. We've got 19 as a cumulative for the August meeting playing through there. Seeing good buying against sterling for the Australian dollar, something I'm watching very closely. Gold market's pretty flat, a couple of bucks. Crude's down about 60 basis points. Now, looking ahead, we are expecting those Chinese or the sort of Hong Kong market to outperform. We are watching trade balance data coming out of China today. Not a huge amount other than that really to focus on. Aussie GDP, and for those with CAD exposures, do keep an eye on that as we go through the Bank of Canada meeting later on. The market's pricing that at 50-50 outcome.